Let me extend my own very special welcome to all of you on the stage and off the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed an amazing amount of hard work that has been put in by Alok and his team that has actually led to the creation of a wonderful coffee table edition that you will doubtless see during the course of the evening. But I'm even more enthused by the amazing set of panel discussions and the keynote speeches that we are going to witness and listen to today. And as I was thinking of what I might say which is different or new, I thought I might divert your attention to something that seems to be really on an ascendancy in India, the rural sector of India, and the sector which actually seems to be delivering high consumption and high growth. And so I thought it might be useful to talk about what innovations we can bring to bear from the field of finance on sustainable, community-driven projects. And so that's going to be the burden of what I say this evening very briefly. Community empowerment financing must prioritize local ownership. And the great thing that India has is an exceptional cooperative movement, the full potential of which we have not yet exploited. Only this morning you might have noticed on the front pages of the Times of India that the government of India is focusing huge attention on how we can bring value through the cooperative sector, through the ownership of these assets and these capabilities by the cooperative movement. The second issue to be noted is that green finance foundations emphasize ESG principles, and this includes the funding of renewable sources of energy, energy projects, water conservation, sustainable agriculture, and biodiversity. If we look at the way agriculture is going to proceed in times to come, there's only one word I can use to define it. All of these are critical to address the way resources can be brought to bear on farming, increase productivity, and then bring in the financing models which can make sure that these innovations can remain funded, particularly with the lift that can be given by R&D and technology adoption. Blended finance, which combines public, private, and philanthropic capital, is essential for de-risking investments in community-driven projects. So what are the innovative financing models that have emerged? First, which is really gaining great pace, is green bonds for community agriculture. Also very important is decentralized finance for microfinance. Blockchain technology can revolutionize microfinance for rural communities. Decentralized finance platforms can provide low-cost, transparent loans to farmers while allowing the investors to directly fund projects. Smart contracts can then enforce accountability and reduce administrative costs, thus bringing the latest advances in global finance to rural India. And this is happening as we speak. And three, it's AI-driven credit scoring for agriculture, very critical. The entire way in which agriculture can be financed and individual farmers and farm capabilities, including cooperatives, can be funded is if we have a credit scoring mechanism which can give the right signals to the financiers. payment for the ecosystem services, sustainability-linked loans, community crowdfunding platforms, impact investment funds are all emerging areas that can help to fund community projects. Many case studies are visible, not just in India, but say in sub-Saharan Africa, regenerative agriculture took off. Soil degradation, water scarcity, complete food scarcity was attacked by blended finance, which IFC actually initiated, the International Finance Corporation, along with sustainability-linked loans, which enabled the communities to adopt agroecological practices. Precision farming in Eastern Europe, similarly, low agriculture productivity was completely transformed by the EBRD's AI-powered irrigation systems and precision farming technology funding. Similarly, there are many examples in Latin America and other parts of the world where this kind of innovative financing has taken root. So what is the role of technology, which is really where finance and technology blending together are creating the magic that we are all seeing? I'm sure we will hear about artificial superintelligence today from IBM, which can help in monitoring these projects, predicting risks, and making all these capabilities available at a scale and as widespread a manner as is required to make sure that this money percolates the entire rural ecosystem. IoT and big data, Internet of Things, devices can provide real-time data on agricultural and environmental conditions, enabling this enhanced productivity, which makes the entire area financeable. Blockchain for transparency is obvious, and the policy and institutional support through PPPs, through subsidies for green innovations and capacity building are all becoming part of the story that is emerging. I personally am extremely excited by these innovations which blend all of technology and finance and are able to provide absolutely needed transformational finance for making sure that our rural economy can finally lead the way rather than being a laggard and following. So that is the promise of innovative financing, and that's something that all of us can take away to see how we can implement or encourage the implementation of in whichever areas that we are active. With that, I wish you a very pleasant evening and great deliberations today. Thank you.